After building the cheapest brand new gaming PC just a few weeks ago, I decided to give it a few upgrades. And what came out of it is a phenomenal $400 gaming PC that offers tremendous value and is easy to build. The purpose of this video is to show you the power of the secondhand market. Just changing two components around dramatically increased the performance and the power of this computer. And if you're only looking at the brand new market and your budget is about $500 or less, you're really shortchanging yourself. And here's a prime example. The original brand new PC I built was $372 before tax, and it had a Ryzen 3 4100, a B450 motherboard, 16 gigs of RAM, a 500 gig SSD, a 500 watt power supply, a 6 gigabyte video card, and a $42 case that came with 3 fans pre-installed. Using a mixture of low settings and upscaling, it played popular esport titles at 1080p with an average of over 100 FPS, and it played popular single player games at 1080p with an average of 40 FPS or more. It passes as a gaming PC in my book, and I think you would overall be a satisfied buyer if you just went with this. But it really does leave a lot to be desired, and just two quick fixes take this up to the next level. Instead of the Ryzen 3 4100, buy the Ryzen 5 3600. The 3600 has more CPU cores, a higher turbo clock speed, 8 times more L3 cache, and it supports PCIe 4.0 instead of just 3.0, all while maintaining the same thermal design power. It's just a better processor overall. And benchmarks reveal this too. The 3600 is about 60% faster on average in Passmark, which tests a variety of multi-threaded and multi-core CPU workloads. The CPU is only about $60 on AliExpress and eBay, and even cheaper locally. And if you combine it with the $8 Wraith Stealth on Amazon, it's about the same price as the 4100. Now, the second thing that you should update is the video card. Now, size isn't everything, but in this case, it's an indicator of performance. The smaller video card here is the ARC A380 6GB. It's an okay card for $100, it'll get the job done, but for the same price, you can pick up a GTX 1660 card. The 1660 series is about 40% faster in pure rasterization performance. So if you don't care about ray tracing, power consumption, or AV1 encoding, then the 1660 series is undeniably a better option. And as of right now, they go for about $100 pretty regularly on eBay, and probably cheaper locally. The lifespan of a video card is not as amazing as a processor, so if you buy secondhand, you should definitely test it right away. And I'll have a link to a few video guides on what you should do when you first pick up a used video card. But for the most part, if you buy from a reputable seller, you will probably have no issues. And here's why all of this is worth it. There's an astronomical difference in gaming on this computer versus the other one. In New World, for example, the updated computer had no issue in town centers. It stayed in the mid-60s, which was a big change from the low 40s of the previous computer. Performance in battle scenarios was also nearly double with this computer as well, and the experience was just way smoother. I had a similar experience in Hogwarts Legacy. I had a nice 40 FPS bump with the updated PC at the same settings, and that's especially important for a single player game because it gives breathing room to raise the video settings for a better experience. Esports were also drastic. Fortnite averaged around 170 FPS on the updated PC, about 50 more FPS than the non-updated version. I do think the non-updated version was a little bit smoother, but DirectX 12 could be the culprit here. DirectX 11 apparently works better on GTX cards with the latest Fortnite update. Still, it was an improvement overall. And Apex Legends was the nail in the coffin that really sold this to me. The system really stretched its legs here. It was around twice as fast on average and nearly 3 times as fast in some scenarios. And you have to remember that this upgraded PC is around the same price. It's legitimately free performance. As you can see, this is a faster configuration overall, and all we did was replace 2 components. So I recommend that you buy all of your parts new except for your processor and your video card if you are at this budget. And I have a guide on my website to show you exactly which parts I chose, the links to all of them, and then why I chose them. Link for that will be in the description as well. So that's a wrap for this video. I know it was a little bit shorter, but I really wanted to get it out just so people would be aware of this option. If you guys like the video, then leave a like and then share it with other people who are trying to save money when building computers. That's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.